Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak. I'm getting really excited guys because each time we play this game, we get closer and closer to beating it. Which means we get another step closer to playing part 2. Which I'm also excited about, by the way. We're nearing there guys, so don't you worry. So yeah, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for your love and support. And let's do this. Alright, let's go watch another movie. Got some time to kill,
Hello.
sure.
Thank you for your visit today.
To
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
I think let me double check which movie I haven't seen yet. I saw Rainfall. I haven't seen Perfect Driver. Alright, Perfect Driver it is.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Go Perfect Driver 2. How many tickets do you wish to buy? This time we'll
We
invite
have merchandise for the at the shop.
Is that?
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
We'll invite Fairy. Go for it. Philip, a young fledgling Z1 racer driver, is the son of Lewis Adler, the legendary racer. Tormented by the crushing weight of his father's legacy, Philip rebels against him, shattering the bond they held in the process. Shortly thereafter, Lewis gets into an accident and perishes on the spot. With little time to process the untimely death of his father, Philip is thrust into a Grand Prix, his focus fractured and his will dwindling. But then, in the final lap of the race, when all hope of victory was nearly lost, the words of his father echo in Philip's mind.
The thing you gotta aim for ain't the finish line. You're gonna have to think way beyond that. If you want to be a legend, set your sights on a goal to call your own, then speed past it.
Unbelievable! Philip's taken the lead. He's past last year's champion, Max. Look at that little Lino of his go. Something's really lit a fire in him. Nothing's gonna stop him now.
That little punk didn't even spare me a second thought. Who on earth is that kid racing here?
I found it, Dad. I found my goal beyond the finish line. I just wish I could have found it while you were still here. I'm going to leave you in the dust, Lewis Adler. I won't stop racing until I override every legendary record you ever set.
Really, that's how the movie went? I felt kind of sad watching that movie, to be honest. I guess having such an amazing dad isn't always so easy. It definitely didn't look like how things are between you and your dad, that's for sure. You don't feel any kind of pressure, even a little? I'm sure the adults among the warriors must have high expectations for you. I don't know. I don't really think there is. My dad's like a guidepost. He teaches me so much. I want to be someone like him when I grow up. Gotcha. Knowing what I do about the two of you, I can see how you feel that way. Maybe if Philip was more dedicated like you are, things would have turned out differently for him in the movie. I still feel slightly on edge after watching that film, albeit in a good way. The races are so engrossing. I could feel my hands tensing up before I even knew it. For a movie that puts the human drama in front and center, they put a lot of effort into the racing. I'd love to hop in a passenger seat with a pro driver like that sometime, feel what it's like to whip a car around like that. Gotta be wild. I will say ordinarily, I strive to provide a safe, comfortable riding experience for my clients while driving. However, if you wish for me to make an exception, I can certainly show you what I'm truly capable of. I'm gonna be real with you, Rosette. I'm more than a little tempted to take you up on it. Let's not get up into any trouble, alright? As you wish. Hey, commemorate brochures. Here we go. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. Okay.
Thank you for your visit today.
So now there's no more movie watching. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can I watch one more?
Showing on screen 1
Or is he
will
gonna tell
soon
me
begin.
no? Ah, I'm missing one more. It's supposed to be
If you
12.
have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Okay. Well, let me say right now. Alright, so I ended up going to Stanley's factory at the bargain bin and managed to find some movie brochures over here, which I haven't seen, the Peony Blade. So that should give me all 12 brochures I need, right? At the same time, I also see some gifts here I can get, but I also don't have a lot of money. I mean, yeah, I do, but that'll go away real quick. So, I can get a gift. Get something for Fairy. And... Are they maxed out, right? I guess we'll find out. Alright, that's it.
I hope to see you again.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Let's see.
What's next?
Okay, gifts. Let's give this to her.
Thanks.
Okay. Wasn't much. She's maxed out, so there's no point. Okay, well, there's that. Now, we gotta go over to, I believe, Riverside.
Taking off now.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me see all the movies I've seen. There we go. 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, cool.
I always love the festival.
And there's a blue marker over here.
Now then.
Kukai. It's been a while since I last came to a Revolution Festival. Seeing this river makes me wish I could drop a line in. But I guess it'd be a darn waste of a trip if I just cooped myself up with my rod and fished the whole time. This might be the perfect chance to catch a movie. Been a while since I last saw one of those. I don't have all the time in the world though. I probably would watch a film or two in the time it'd take me to decide which one to watch. Pretty sure this guy's from Longlai. I get you, old timer, hard enough to pick a movie as is, but film festivals crank that up a whole different level. Well said, lad. But if it gets late enough, then the only real choice is Golden Blood Director's Cut. If you catch my drift. Please stop whispering. It already sounds bad enough without you doing that. I think I'm flattered? I digress. Always a good idea to keep up with trends. You'd be surprised by what you can learn from them. A veritable mirror of the world. Heh, if you think about it, it's a duty to expose yourself to even the hottest summer blockbusters. But alas, if only I had unlimited time to see everything coming out. I can at least peruse all the upcoming movie brochures before I make a pick. If any on you, would you mind sharing them with me? I feel we'll do just fine. Let's see. How about a dozen? A dozen? That's a whole lot more than just a few. Whatever. I think I got that many on me. Should I give them to him? I get what you're after, though. I'm a Spriggan by trade, so I get this figured out for you for a price. Oh, believe me, lad. I'm well aware. I ain't gonna fleece you for them. I'm ready to pay for them fair and square. So if you're feeling up for it, how about getting those brochures together for me? You got it, boss. Yeah, I got it. Wait, yep, I did. Here you go. This should be all of them. Handed Old Master Kukai the complete set of movie brochures. All these look like a fun watch. The brochures will sure come in handy when I have to pick. If I even get that far. Starting to feel like this will just make the choice paralysis even harder. I feel you. But don't mind me. That's a job well done, lad. Thank you kindly for the brochures. And here's your payment. Onyx Steel. Oh, so just like all the other Trails games, you get a special item. Is this some kind of metal? Yep, I came across it in one of my fishing trips. It's called Onyx Steel. We also call it Star Steel in the East. Very rare and precious metal you got there. Legends say a weapon crafted with it can cut down 1,000 enemies without showing any wear. Mighty impressive. but you need to be careful with it. Your run-of-the-mill smith won't be able to draw its true power. You need proper technique to mold it. Heard you loud and clear. Appreciate it, old-timer. That is something else, alright. You're most welcome, lad. I need to find a specialist to handle this baby. But something like this would be a kickoff for Basil's chief engineer. I should bring it up to Katra, see what he thinks. Alright then. I guess we go to... Hold on. Edith Cathedral.
Let's do this.
Alright, are you guys hiding here? I hope you all are. Wait. What? What? Oh, we're congregating in there. I see. Oh, wait, no. Did I go the wrong way? Hold on. Hold on. Alright, how do I get in through there? Oh, wait, there's a door. Hey everyone, keeping an eye on things? Yep, I heard Professor Hamilton's come by. Hello there, and Happy Revolution Festival. Haven't seen you this past month. So that's the famous professor. Wait, what are you doing here with her? Well, we're roughly the same age after all. We've met before here and there. Both the Great Spire and the Luzao Bridge are the professor's designs after all. Oh, right, that's the big building and the bridge that connects the two districts. I still remember how the budget was so tight regarding the specs that it could make both workers and artisans weep. All the mirror in the world and you couldn't cut us some slack. You've quite the low opinion on Longport businessmen. Do remember, no expense was spared when it came to worker safety. As far as I'm concerned, it's the artisan's task to see a plan realized at a reasonable price. The professor's plan should not be an exception. I swear, just you wait till the high-speed orbital network expansions and the new Red Star factory are done. You won't have a single complaint once those are done, and then I don't want to see you be so stingy with bonuses. Is that so? I'm very much looking forward to it now, I assure you. Huh. I heard people talk about them bickering. Guess that's how it's always been for them. Well, they're both largely responsible for the Republic's development. They might bicker like dogs, but they get along quite well. The orbital network continues growing, and the distance between people and the Republic continues to shrink with it. The entire continent will follow. Which brings us to the topic at hand. That being the current state of the eastern part of the continent. I trust you understand what I mean, Gian. You really are not someone to be underestimated, Professor. Shall we move on to the main topic then? Gladly. This is about the desertification happening in Eastern Zemeria. Even the president's been getting involved. Grant's one hell of a woman. I mean, this problem affects everyone. The professor is even more impressive than the rumor said, though. Well, yeah, she's been an important figure for half a century. Alright, let me talk to Katra. Not Theo. Katra. East desertification is always pretty heavy discussion topic, but everyone looks like they're enjoying themselves. They're all responsible for being foundation of this day and age, and it would stand to reason that they get along quite well. I'm also participating in the discussion, but if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Well, yeah, alright, maybe... Discard? What is it? You need something from me? Yeah, we wanted you to check something out. And what would that be? Van showed him the onyx steel. Color me surprised. This is some real onyx steel. Quite a rare sight in the Republic. It's also known as star steel. It is a dangerously strong metal. Being quite honest, I've never had the chance to see some in person before. I thought if anyone might know about it, it would be either of you two, Professor, Supervisor. Even I have only seen it once before when I was younger. As I recall, only a precious few blacksmiths in the east were skilled enough to work with it. Looking at it though, this isn't just one thing, it's a Zemirian ore ally. Alloy. Sumerian ore. That rings a bell. Aren't the Empire's divine knights made from that stuff? That they are. Incidentally, it was Albert who devised how to process Sumerian ore. Following that, Gerhard established a means to process an alloy of it called black Sumerian ore. All the disciples sure get around, huh? For their names to be spoken of, even in relation to this, they're amazing. Ha! That they are. They even managed to surprise me on occasion. This would be as hard to process, harder even than black Sumerian ore. I have, however, studied the professor's ore processing methods. Given enough time, I might be able to make it happen. Frankly, it's a good opportunity to test my skills. If you want me to make a weapon out of it, I'll do it, no charge. Well, I ain't saying no to that. Thank you very much, Supervisor. Let him thank me for, lad. Full disclosure, making weapons for this amount is only going to be enough to arm a single person. The bigger issue is figuring out a good space to work. Maybe the workshop in O-Town. Thought they'd turn me down if I said it was for Chief Engineer Giscard. Alright then, I'll trust you. Once you've chosen who's getting what, come talk to me. Got it. Obviously Van. Here, take it. Alright, whose weapon do you need me to work on? Could you make me a stun caliber?
Yeah, leave this to me.
Hell yeah. Van's group retrieved the equipment from O-Town and had Giscard work on their weapons.
There, all finished.
Don Fang. This is one hell of a weapon. Your skills are the real deal. No wonder you're the head of Basil's Artisans. It's nothing special. Plenty of folks can make weapons like those. Anyway, pick up any more onyx steel, you let me know. If you're okay with me working it, I'll always be glad to. Appreciate it, Supervisor. Alright, got my first ultimate weapon. Oh, unlimited power. Look at that. Hurrah. Okay, well, let me do another save. And then we'll start working on some side quests finally. Alright. First and foremost, back to O-Town.
Here goes.
Alright, let's go look for that bulletin board.
What do I do?
Why are you always here?
Let's see.
Alright. Missing friend. My best friend Jess left behind a message and disappeared. It doesn't seem like he's in danger, but I have to see him in person to tell him something. Could you help me? I'll be waiting at the share house in O-Town. Raymond. There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards. Also, there's others. Okay. Well. Alright, let's head on over. The green marker over here.
Right.
Hey, Raymond. Hey, Van, thanks for coming. Sure thing. Figured I'd hear you out at least. You wrote that Jess had disappeared, right? Yeah. You know who he is, don't you? Yeah, we cross paths at the station from time to time. Did a smaller job for him a while back, too. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, when did he go missing? He was already gone when I woke up this morning. I went to his room to check in on him, but found this note there instead. I know this is sudden, but I have to leave. The longer things go on, the harder it is for me to bear it. I clicked that way too fast. Alright. From the looks of it, none of y'all were expecting this. No, he never said anything about leaving. We were having dinner just fine with my sister just last night. You guys spent a lot of time together, yeah? Did something weird happen? Let me think. You know, things did feel a little awkward between him and my sister. Something else happened that stuck out to me, yeah. Mind sharing? Sure, it was 3 days ago. Just was gonna have a nighttime show over at Riverside, so I went to check it out. But he never showed up to it. They had to cancel. He bailed out on a gig at the last minute? That ain't normal. Yeah, he'd never done that before. I asked him what happened the next day, but he wouldn't answer me. Everything else was fine, so I didn't bring it up again. But he bailed out on you too this morning. Well, at least it doesn't look like anything illegal happened. Yeah, and I didn't think it was worth bothering the guild over it. Instead, I took some time off work today to look for him. I've been everywhere I thought he might have gone too, but no luck. I don't think I can do this by myself. That's why I decided to ask you guys for help. You got a good rep of doing a good job for your clients. Yeah, makes sense. I think I got a good grasp on this whole shtick now. In that case, will you help look for him? I'm not trying to pressure you. Of course. More money. Sure, we can pitch in. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Not to change the subject, but didn't you and Jess grow up together? Uh-huh. We're both from Anchorville. We've been friends since we were kids. My sister and I decided to move to Edith after he made his big break. I thought things were back to how they used to be when we were kids, but now I don't know what to think. Your sister's name is Carol, right? And she's not looking for him? I don't know. Don't think so. I told her about it, obviously, but she didn't want to help me. She should be at her job like usual. Works in the boutique over in the Satan district. Something must have happened between her and Jess for her to be acting like that. I feel a little guilty not having a clue what it is, though. Sometimes stuff just happens. All we can do now is look for him. Do you know who else was friends with Jess aside from Carol? The only other person I can think of at the top of my head is his manager. I don't know how to reach her, but Carol probably does. Got it. Thanks for sharing. Don't worry about looking for him anymore. We'll take it from here. Hang in there. Wait here and we'll do our best to find him. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again, you guys. Alright, first stop, Raymond's sister, Carol. Let's see what she's got to say about all this. He said she was working in a boutique in the Satan district. Only one I know of is Erlin.
Let's get this party started.
So I guess we're off to the Satan district then. Erlin Boutique.
Off we go.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
Ah, where are you? Is this you? Carol. Oh, are you here from that office place? Yep, Van Arkwright Solutions. Your little brother asked me to find Jess. Mind talking about it? Any little thing might help. But I already heard something happen between you and Jess. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me the full story. Just anything that might help me find him. Raymond's been real worried about him, you know? Poor guy took a day off work. He's running around the whole city trying to find him. I think it took a lot for him to reach out for help too. So could you help us out, for his sake? I know, Raymond isn't the only one worried about him. I can't tell you everything, but I can try to help it as best I can. No problem. Every little bit helps. So, 3 days ago, we heard Just canceled his upcoming live performance last minute. You know why? Well, it was... I can't hide it. It's all my fault. I see. I was talking to him right before he was set to perform. I sort of asked how he viewed me, how he wanted us to be moving forward. I was trying to make a move. Just for saying, I'm fine if you're fine. I don't want to rock the boat, stuff like that. He didn't have a problem with how things were, but I didn't react well to that. I lashed out at him. I don't want to be like this forever, though. I could tell I heard Jess when I said that. He was silent for a moment. Then he said, I can't risk that. I don't want to ruin what we have already. You don't understand how I feel. Or Raymond. He sounded really strained. But I did understand. I know how he feels. And I can't just have my own feelings bottled up like this. I get the gist. Thanks for filling us in. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. I just can't face him right now, not after what I did. I get that. We'll take care of it, don't worry. I think I understand what's going on between her and Jess. Jess was just... yeah. Carol must have picked up on it. It's just that Raymond part I'm not clear on. What about his feelings? By the way, you're in contact with Jess's manager, right? Mind giving me their number? Ah, yes, of course. Then plugged in the contact info Carol gave him and immediately dialed it up. He got through to Jess's manager who agreed to meet him at the terrace in front of the station. Alright, let's get over there. Got it. Let's get going to that terrace. Okay. Anywhere here? No. Okay. Alright.
Let's roll.
might be you. Okay, go on this side.
See the movie.
Manager. Are you just his manager? That's right. Never thought he'd up and disappear like that and without saying anything to his housemates. What have you heard? We were recently talking about his future. As an artist, I mean. I'm sure you heard about it already, but he missed his concert 3 days ago. Got an earful from me, of course. All he said to me was that things can't keep going like this. He said he wanted to get away from his current environment and work someplace else. He even mentioned trying to perform abroad. Not every artist has the guts to do that, I guess. Well, I said to forget about it for now. He's at a critical point in his career, too critical to be going anywhere. I told him straight up that he has no hope of succeeding if he just leaves the country now. His response, so be it. An early retirement might suit me if it comes to it. He's awfully willing to throw everything away. However, I'm still his manager as of now, so he's obligated to inform me in case he does leave the capital. So far, he hasn't done that. Wherever he is, I trust he's still near the capital. Thanks for the info. That's real useful. Well, I got you here. Mind if I ask about anyone else that might know him? I don't know how much I can say on that end. He's always been a very private person. But I do know he recently helped arrange the music for an idol duo. Sayla and Lulua, I think. They're the best I can give you when it comes to acquaintances. Just knowing that's a big help. We know the two of them, so it should be easy to talk about them. I believe they're in the middle of a concert right now. It's over in the Blue Score, where Jess himself often performs. Ah, right. Thanks again. Don't mention it. I hope you can bring him to his senses. Good luck. Alright, let's go talk to them. Yeah, off to Riverside we go. To talk about that concert hall in, I know that spot. Let's see. Yep, Blue Score. Yep, it's that one.
Here goes.
All this because of, I wouldn't call it a little tiff, but it's over this drama between these two. Kind of curious to see how it all comes to a head, though, because of the fact that once we talk to him, we'll get the full story as to if he's gonna get back together with that girl. Not get back together, but I guess confess. Alright, let me see. Oh, okay.
You're so awesome.
The performing, can I? Yeah, investigate. I should ask the two idols about Jess. Should I wait till their break time? I mean... they're performing right now. I can't really... Why not? Hi there. Thanks for coming to see us. You did great up there. Sorry to bother while you're on break, but I got a few questions for you. Then I explained the situation to the two idols and inquired about Jess. Oh no, Jess of all people. Now that you mention it, I did think he was acting strange this morning. This morning? Where'd you see him? We bumped into each other at Brother's music shop over in Terrell. We stopped by the store to borrow some musical equipment for our performance today. Just was talking to a manager when we got there. He's a regular. He was probably saying goodbye to the manager since Jess was on his way out of the capital. Did you and Jess talk about anything? I told him we were going to have a performance and he wished me the best. I was hoping he'd be there, so I made a point of inviting him. He said he appreciated the invite but was busy. Mentioned leaving the capital to see his favorite flower. Favorite flower? Wonder what that could be. Maybe Raymond knows. Well, he does work selling flowers, right? Thanks for the help. Much appreciated, you two. It was nothing. Hope you can help Jess out. Okay, back to Raymond for now. Yes, let's fill him in on how things are going. Oh, I thought you were gonna automatically take me there. Alright, I don't have it here?
Let's roll.
I honestly thought I would. Alright. I'm back. Can you load up for a minute? He said he was going out of town to see his favorite flower. That's what we heard. Any idea what that might be? Yeah, I think so. He was probably talking about white daisies. Huh. Not really that rare a flower. They're really common in our hometown. Anchorville's full of them. Jess, Carol, and I would go out to the fields and look at them all the time. Though you can't really find any natural fields like that out here in Edith. The only ones here are cultivated. Huh, who knew? What's the fascination with white daisies? Why not something else? How come you like them so much? I mean, they're easy on the eyes and smell nice for one. But I guess their true meaning spoke to us. Do you know what white daisies mean in the language of flowers? Hidden love. It's pretty poetic, don't you think? Yeah, I feel you. But if that's what they stand for, then I wonder. Are you all hiding some sort of hidden love? I don't know. That might be a stretch. Maybe they appeal to Jess's artistic sensibilities, being a musician and all. Carol's more of an open book, though. But now that I think about it, she might actually be hiding her true feelings. Well, you're the expert. Oh yeah, I don't think she told you about what happened. Huh? Something happened? Van told Raymond about Carol and Jess' confrontation, careful to omit some of the particulars. Things can't keep going on like this forever. She really said that. Uh-huh. Basically spilled her whole heart out. Huh. And what did Jess say? That he didn't want to ruin his relationship with you two. That's a relief, at least. I feel bad for my sister. I want her happiness more than anything, but that's just not how things have shaken up. To backpedal to the flower thing a little. You kind of sidestepped the whole hidden love discussion. What about you? Got any secrets of your own? Me? You're not seriously springing that on me out of the blue and expecting an answer. Yeah, that's fair. I do understand where Jess is coming from. Not wanting to ruin how things are now and all. Anyway, don't mind me. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We know what he's looking for, but do you know where he might have gone to see those flowers? Think so. He asked me once if I knew where daisies grew naturally. I actually didn't have any idea at the time, but my boss did. Some bloom in the Durkee Memorial Park Forest. Dirk, not Durkee. That's how they pronounce it. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of them near the entrance. The forest, you sure about that? Isn't that area closed off though? Believe me, I know. But you'd be surprised how far Jess could go on just stubbornness alone. I don't doubt he could sneak in there if he wanted to. Alright. He shouldn't get attacked by any monsters if he doesn't wander too far in, but I don't want to risk it. Are you going to go to the park then? Can you take me with you? I understand what happened between Jess and Carol, but I don't see why that meant he had to leave us so out of nowhere. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I want to talk to him. I need to hear the answers directly from his mouth. Sure, why not? If he's not coming back, might as well take you to him. You two smooth things out. I'll let you know once we're ready to roll. Sound good? Sounds great. Thanks, Van. That's fine. Let's go. I'm already ready. Let's go. Yes, we are. Let's roll. You gonna let your sis know? Yeah, I'll contact her just to let her know what's going on. Raymond reached out to Carol before they left to let her know of everything, but she was too busy to come immediately. The group then ventured to the forest after promising to meet up with Carol and had the chance. I finally found you, Jess. This is where you were, huh? Raymond. Van. Oh, I see. You must have asked for his help finding me. You're really good at tracking people down, aren't you? Sorry, but work's work. Should we leave you guys to it? Actually, could you stay here? I have a feeling that Jess is about to dodge my questions if it's just us two here. Alright, if that's what the client wants, that's what the client gets. I'll get right to the point then. Why'd you do this, Jess? Why would you just disappear all of a sudden, only leaving us a note? Did you never think that might have been cruel? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. But I didn't know what else to do. I'm such a coward. Jess, if this is because of Carol, it's not. Not at all. I do feel bad not being able to return her feelings, yeah. But that's not why I ran away. Okay, I think I see where this is going. Then why did you? You still remember that conversation we had before coming to Edith? Just the two of us? Of course I do remember it, and how we promised to keep it a secret. Even Van's like, you sure it's okay for us to be here? It's fine on my end, at least. What about you, Jess? Are you okay if we talk about it now? Sure, it's not that big of a deal anyway. We just talked about us both being in love with someone who didn't reciprocate our feelings. Yeah. Your feelings haven't changed, I take it? They have not, no. And I'll never be with the one I love. That I can guarantee you. That's because... Actually, never mind me. This is wrong. Me putting things to words will only make it worse. No one's gonna benefit from it if I say it out loud. It would just be a hassle for you anyway. What does that mean? Wait. I think he finally figured it out. Huh, who knew? I don't intend on acting on my feelings, so you don't have to worry about that. But, you gotta understand how I feel now. Especially since you also can't be together with the one you love. That's fair. Yeah, you're right about that. Didn't see that one coming. Love can be so easy and so complicated at the same time. I can't stand the thought of ruining things between the three of us. You must feel the same way, right? But Carol didn't. Carol. She said something to me 3 nights ago that really caught me off guard. Said that she knew how I felt. That was it, really. I know it doesn't feel like a big deal, but it was to me. And I know she didn't mean to hurt me either. But I just couldn't. I couldn't bear it anymore. That's why I ran. Jess. So you understand now. You understand why we can't be together anymore. Wait. Man, this silly soap, man. It's crazy. Carol? You came? I was wondering when you'd show up. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to come, but I made up my mind. I couldn't just keep ignoring it. I really appreciate you taking the blame for me, Jess. But you should stop that. This is all my fault. I knew how you felt, and I still decided to talk to you about all this. It's okay, Carol. It's not really your fault here. If anything, I'm grateful. This is gonna happen one day. I knew that all along. It's always been an inevitability. You didn't cause this, but only hurried it along. It's probably better for us to deal with this now rather than kick it down the road any further. Right? Jess. That's not... I'm really sorry for leaving without saying anything. But we had the chance to talk now. You understand why it just had to be done. So, this is goodbye. I don't like having things end here. I should probably say something. How about... What should I say? Tell him he'll regret it? Mock their friendship. Alright. Play lawful. Y'all are really gonna regret this, you know. Man. I know that. I already do. But it's probably better this way, for the sake of all of us. You sure about that? You guys have known each other since you were kids. I'm guessing you don't want to leave as much as you want them to understand what you're going through, and to stick together. He's right. That's what I want, at least. There's still a lot to take in, to be honest. But neither you nor your feelings are a hassle to me, Jess. I swear it. Goddess, why would you even think that? I promise you, they're not, and that should be one of your biggest worries taken care of, yeah? But that's... I know I really don't have a right to speak here since I caused this in the first place. But you're still the same Jess we've always known. Us knowing how you feel doesn't change that. It doesn't change who you are or how we feel about you. You really mean that? Looks like you should have put a lot more faith in your friends here. They're pretty understanding. You still think running away is the best choice? If you were only hurting yourself, then it'd be one thing. But that ain't the case, is it? Your actions are gonna cause the friends you care so much about pain too. They're also gonna regret this. At the very least, you three need to sit down and have a good and long talk about what you want. If after all that you still want to walk away, then that's fine. It's never too late. Van's right. Please, Jess. You two are far kinder to me than I deserve. But if you're willing to fight for us so much, then it wouldn't do if I just took the coward's way out, yeah? I need to be brave and face the consequences for this, whatever those may be. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Jess. I knew you'd come around. I think that was the best outcome for everyone. We owe you, Van. What you said really resonated with me. Huh, good to know. I'll never forget what you did for us today. I'd be the one that pays your fee. It's only right since I caused this. Nuh-uh, it would be right if we all paid equal parts. I'm good if that works for you. Or, hear me out. You all pay the same fee I'm being paid now. You two are the best. I couldn't ask for better friends. You sure lucked out there. With that, Raymond's request came to a successful conclusion. Van and company saw them back to their share house in Old Town and resumed their work.
That's all, folks.
Reward